Good morning, everybody. My name is Georgia Anderson. I am the project manager and project director for a project called Why Cut It Short that I will be presenting to you today. So this project is going to go over the needs and why we are doing what we are doing. We are trying to extend our urology office business hours to better accommodate our patients and our staff. So what we will be talking about, a few things that we'll be talking about today. We're going to be talking about what is this project? What is this project aiming to do? What is it? What are we trying to achieve by doing this project? What are some of the needs associated with why we decided that we needed to do this project? And we'll talk about the budget, and we'll wrap things up, and there'll be some time for some questions at the end if anybody has any questions. So what is the problem? The problem is that our urology office times, they are much alike other businesses in the area that our patients are working at. So our patients are, our office hours are not convenient for our patients to come in and be seen because they either need to take time off of work or they need to leave work earlier or go to work late. So they're not very user-friendly. Our staff is overworked. Our staff is coming in early, they're staying late to try to better accommodate the schedules. And our appointments, we have a very low availability of appointments, so we are aiming to try to change that. So inconvenient appointment times. Like I said before, most of our patients, or many of our patients that need appointments and need appointments kind of urgently, not routine things, they work at the same hours that we are open. So for them to get an appointment sometimes can be challenging. A lot of these patients are ending up going to the emergency department for something that could be easily addressed in our department if we had the availability. So the emergency department is being utilized for not necessarily life-threatening and emergent issues. There is a statistic that states if there are extension of office hours, there could be a 26% reduction in emergency room visits. So the proof is out there. So our staff are getting a lot of overtime, they're coming in early, they're staying late, and then that's going to cause them to feel burnt out, and it's going to make them feel like they're working, and it doesn't matter what they do because they just have to keep working. And so we really want them to have increased job satisfaction. Director of National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. The numbers of hours worked are increasing steadily over the last 10 years. So, we don't want to, you want to have your staff, have time to breathe, and you want them to be happy with their job and want to come to work. So what else is happening? We're double booking, we're overbooking, the provider is falling behind schedule. Our visits are getting cut short because there's 2 patients booked, 1 slot. The wait times are long, and all of this is adding into our decreased patient satisfaction. Judy Capco wrote an article for the Urology Times that states how your double booking is a slippery slope. You're going down that slope because you're double booking. You're like, well, we're going to see these patients, we're doing a good thing, but then the patients are coming in and they're seeing a full waiting room, and they're like, oh boy, here we go. I'm just one more number, and how are they going to see all these people? So it kind of puts a negative, view on things as soon as they walk into that waiting room. So what do we want to do? We want to extend our hours. We want to monitor satisfaction of patients and of our employees, and we want to decrease those emergency department visits. So what are we going to do? Well, this is going to reduce the times it takes for a patient to see a provider. More availability equals them being able to come in and see them. And it's going to be overall better for our staff and our patients to be able to come in because there's going to be more availability. So how is this going to happen? By increasing our availability. It gives more options for appointments. Staff is going to have more flexibility because we're going to be open different hours, and there will be more staff to be able to take on these hours. And again, the decrease in emergency care and urgent care center visits. So our budget, about $4,800. Most of that, a big chunk of that, $40,000, is going to be to a new hire. to help us make this happen. And then we're also going to pay the Frederick Mountain Group to help us reorganize and redevelop our schedule to better serve the patient population that we have. So, in conclusion, what we would like to do is better teamwork, better patient and employee satisfaction. We don't want to burn our staff out anymore. And let's keep the emergency department for emergencies whenever we possibly can. So, that is my project. Any questions?